On behalf of the board of the Greater Grove Hall Main Streets, we want to welcome you to beautiful Grove Hall. I would ask the board members to stand, but you wouldn't be able to see them anyway because of the number of people who are standing, but take my word for it, they're here. I also want to recognize our promotion chair of the board, but you probably can't see her, but Cindy Janey, she's in here someplace. There she is, way in the back. And when you came in, you saw a woman quilting with this computerized technology, and that was her mother. It's she's sort of world recognized for the work, but it's just showing you even things as historic and traditional as quilting have now been computerized and revitalized, and now they are also part of technology. I need to give a special thanks. A lot of people, when you came in, you might have seen Bridget back there. See Bridget? And she was the one that took your name or information, but if she didn't get it, please give it to us so we can stay in contact with you. But Bridget was extremely helpful and with me in terms of putting the event together. But I also want to recognize, again, I'm just going through the partners and things like that very quickly. I'll be brief. But I have to recognize, like I said, Bridget and Skylab. I have to mention the Epicenter Community, Roxbury Innovation Center, Smarter in the City, Fairmont Innovation Lab, Masada Partners, Out of the Box Agency. Again, I appreciated the fact that everybody came together to make this event a success. So again, my sincere appreciation. And I want to thank everybody who tweeted, posted, shared, and invited their friends, which is why we have the people that we have here tonight. I want to give another shout out to the Bay State Banner, our media partner, but also Brother Charles on Touch 106, and he also did a thing for BNN. Some people saw Pastor Bruce Wall and Priscilla Flint on Boston Praise Radio, Nina Lagarde and Supreme on WRBB, Taylor Andre this morning on Big City. So again, all these people helped to promote this event. I appreciate it. You noticed the food that was here, so what we did tonight, instead of just going to one caterer, we tried to support the small businesses that are part of the Commonwealth Kitchen. So we had a number of small vendors to support them. And finally, I just want to make sure that I thank the sponsors. They were great. I didn't have to do anything crazy to raise the money. I just said, this is how much the event costs. Can you help me cover it? And so one of the first people that got back to me was Terry Williams from One United. And I thought it was great because she invited me to come in and talk to her. But now she's having an event next week where anybody can come and talk to her. So, so One United, Eastern, Boston Private Bank, Boston Foundation, Bliss, Quincy Geneva, Dorchester Bay. So thank you, thanks all the sponsors that helped make this happen. And I have one mini story, and this is sort of the context. One day I was in one of the local high schools here, and it was a class where the kids were learning how to write the code, computer games. And I had a chance to have everybody, every student, demonstrate their game for me. And at the end of their little demonstration, I asked each child or kid, had they ever thought of having their own video game company? And unfortunately, every student said no. So it taught me that while they might have the skill sets, like in STEM and things like that they didn't necessarily have the mindset for coding, for entrepreneurship. So one of the things that we did is we tried to reach out to various youth groups in the area, schools, so they could come to an event like this and see all these role models, all the people here, people of color, people in the community, and we thought it would be a great model, a great example for young people. So again, that was important to us. And so if we're going to deal with like issues of gentrification and whatnot, we have to have higher paying jobs and minimum wage jobs. We have to have jobs that pay a lot more, that things that have opportunities for wealth creation. We're not going to be able to diminish the wealth gap between communities if we don't provide these kind of opportunities. And so my thing is, if you have a business, you're thinking about having a business, you know somebody who's thinking of having a business, come and see us. Greater Grove Hall Main Streets, the people that you need to know are in this room, and if they don't know, somebody knows them. There's all kinds of services. We can get you connected. I'm going to say like in church, repeat after me, get you connected. So stay connected. So I need you to sign up so we can stay in contact with you. We can make sure that you're getting what you need. And if I like to, can I do my video now? Oh, I guess not. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I had such a great video. So that's it. I believe we now have the opportunity to have the mayor of Boston. So I'm not going to say all the stuff about the mayor that you already know, but I can only talk about it from my own personal experience. So the mayor and I started at roughly the same time, and I met Mayor Walsh at Reverend Dickerson's church. And so I invited him to come to Grove Hall because we were going to have some renovations take place. And I said it's very easy to show when things aren't working, but it's a lot harder to show when things are working. So we wanted to do the before, sort of before and after type pictures. So I didn't know, because I was new to this realm, that what a mayor does in his first 100 days is a signal, or it says this is important. And so within his first 100 days of office, he came to Grove Hall and we did the photos, which I appreciated. We also, in his first State of the City address, he included Grove Hall. He said Grove Hall and Bowdoin, Geneva are going to get a Main Street makeover. So we appreciated the fact that we got called out for that. And again, we should have did more before and after pictures because we've done a lot of work on sidewalks, streets, lights. I mean, I can't even talk about improvements to roads and things like that, to Seaver, Columbia. So again, the Main Street, now we're not all done. We're not done, but certainly we have a lot of things that you can see that are visible improvements. Another thing that I appreciate the mayor for is that he helped raise money for the Main Street Foundation, and that's what made it possible. If you people have seen some of the banners on the street poles, or you've seen some of the public art, like the Muhammad Ali or the Prince art on some of the utility boxes, those were all paid for from grants that we got from the foundation. So I like the fact that the mayor was willing to support innovation in the neighborhoods. When first I read a quote, he said he was going to target the Seaport District, but myself and some other people, at least I'm sure other people, said, you know, we got to make it possible in the neighborhoods, which he did, so I appreciate it. And I would say I appreciate what I call my 2-minute meetings with the mayor, where I tell him in 1 minute what it is that I need, and he takes a minute to tell me how to get it. And so I really appreciate that. And again, just like a surprise, coming soon, we have a new park and a new parking lot coming here. It's like a $500,000 project. And again, all these kind of improvements that are coming to the community, we're making a difference. Now, I just have to tell you, Mayor, I'm having some problems getting security cameras for the park, but I haven't got to you yet. I'm still working my way through. I'm working my way through the process. So anyway, I just like the fact that with the mayor, at least you get a hearing, and because finally I would say, Mayor, I remember when you went to see MakerBot and you said you'd like to have something like that in this area. And I told you, I said, we are going to work with you to make that happen. And so MakerBot, as you know, came from MIT. And so the new strategy is, why create it here and then manufacture it someplace else? Why can't we create it here and manufacture it in this community and create high-paying jobs, better wages, and not have to have people take 2 buses and a train to get to a job someplace else on the other side of town? So I believe that we can make this happen. I believe the people in the room can help make this happen, and we want to work with you to make it happen.